Ladies and gentlemen, I want to pick up where I left off. I was speaking on the subject matter. So they say God sent Trump. Well, I want to continue that presentation. I wanted to associate the fact that it has been suggested that God could use an ass to speak if he can't find man to speak, or he could use a rock, a stone to speak if he can't find man to speak. To which I say would seem to be a hell of a statement that God looked down on the earth and not one man or woman is decent enough to be used to give a message to the rest of the human race. And so a rock or ass would be better. Or to even suggest that Trump was called by God to come here to do a wonderful work, when Trump's reputation is that of everything that we've been taught was all that God is against: lying, cheating, stealing, hating, racism, bigotry. And there are those who are Trumpers who are saying that God can use Trump to do that, and they are accepting Trump as God's instrument to wake up America. And so what Trump come as a liar, they believe the lies. When Trump come in as a bigot, they themselves advocate bigotry. And then they say, as General Flynn has suggested, that if you're going to have this kind of power, then you need your church. And to wit, they have decided that they're going to have a church that they will call the Patriot Church. Now, the Patriot Church would be those who represent the people who were down at the state capitol on January the 6th, deciding that force was going to be the new rule here in America. And the president at that time, well, yes, still at that time, was willing to support this. And so I'm saying to the people who are believing in the mega group, God could have called Trump. Might have. It's a sad statement to say that nobody else in this country, all of the people, all of the members of the church, nobody was prepared to come onto the scene and bring a message of God to America. Well, as I've suggested, the only message that he could bring is the message to wit, he is. And it's not anything novel. It has happened before. They say it happened in heaven when angels were walking around pretending, I'm sure as Americans are, that they got it all together. And God knew better. And so called one up amongst them by the name of Lucifer and used Lucifer to expose all those crooks that call themselves angels. And not only Lucifer, but the crooks too were kicked out. They tell me the same thing happened in the garden, and it is happening today because they are saying to us that God sent us a crook. This is what the megas are saying. And they believe the crook. Like the angels, they get on the side of the crook. And they're going to try to operate crookdom over everybody else. But what Trump actually did when he came on the scene was drew all of those people who were haters, who were racists, who were bigots, who just felt superior to everybody else. He drew them out. He drew them out. They're out there with them now. 74 million voted for him to be president of the United States again. Not only that, part of the Congress, House of Representatives, and the Senate, total Senate, parts of the military, parts of the Department of Justice, part of the Supreme Court, have all joined in on that bandwagon of deception. The new rule. And what's their mission? Their mission is to do exactly what Trump is doing. To try to change this nation and destroy this nation and turn us all into evil. To make us all evil. He's exposed now. God has used Trump to expose those who are evil. The question is, what's going to be done about it? Now, if you don't have God, you're not going to do anything about it. You're going to sit around talking, running your mouths, but you're going to come up with no solutions. And before you know it, just like they did in Russia, just like they did in China, just like they did in North Korea, like they're doing in the Philippines, everywhere that the devil is running over people with the threat of killing them will be happening right here. But one thing about it, not one child of God will submit to that kind of authority. Not one child of God. Now, people will find all kind of excuses. Oh, you can bet they'll find all kind of excuses to give in, just like the natives did. Well, we can't win, so we might as well join. I don't think black people ever gave in. At least they they had never been treated as if they gave in. Or if they did give in, they sure have been disrespected. The truth of the matter is, neither of those will save you. You're going to need the power of truth, the Spirit of the loving God, which says, if they kill you, and they can, God will allow that to happen, to expose the evil that they are. See? Only one that is evil as can be will kill you. Now, there is another that will defend righteousness. It won't kill you, except in what, and you might ask, well, what is righteousness? Righteousness is that which works for everybody. So if somebody comes at you and you standing up for everybody, and they coming at you with a little platform to stand up for a few, and you got to defend everybody against that few, you're justified. Because not only are you defending those who, what you call everybody, those that they said they represent too as well, that few, you represent them also. That's what God's plan does. So you got a right to defend God's plan over any plan that's less than God's plan. Or you can just say, to heck with it. You don't want to have anything to do with it. You don't want to kill anybody. You don't want to go through no arguments with these dumb people who have no intelligence about God, who have no spiritual guidance. You're not going to go through that. To heck with them, kill you, and let you get on out of here and leave all this hell in there. That could be your attitude as well. In any event, what I've shared with you have been partly patched together for a particular reason, hoping that you can pick this puzzle together and see the message that is being given. Until next time, I want to thank you, because I know I just confused you. Bye-bye.